The Sweetest Scoop, Ben and Jerry's Ice Cream Revolution. Words by Lisa Robinson. Pictures by Stacy Innerst. Close your eyes and imagine holding an ice cream cone. Now take a lick. What does it taste like? Chocolate? Vanilla? Strawberry? A cool swim on a hot summer day? What about wavy gravy, truffle kerfuffle, or chubby hubby? What's the scoop on all those wacky flavors? Let's find out. It all began in 1963. As luck would have it, two groovy guys, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfeld, met when they were 12 years old. Although Ben liked art and Jerry liked science, they still found lots to do together. They tooled around on bikes, camped out, and scarfed down slice after slice at Sam and Tony's Pizza Parlor. Ben and Jerry loved all kinds of food, especially ice cream. One summer, they figured out how to mix ice cream, fun, and making a buck. Ben drove an ice cream truck, and Jerry came along for the ride, scooping the ice cream and telling goofy jokes. Where do you learn how to make ice cream? In Sunday school. What does a cat like to eat on a hot day? A ice cream cone. After high school, they went their separate ways. Ben dropped out of college to become a potter. No one bought us teapots. Jerry finished college and wanted to become a doctor. Every medical school he applied to rejected him. Defeated and discouraged, they met up in New York City to brainstorm what to do next. If they started a business together, they'd be their own bosses, and they'd make it fun. What did they love to do most? Eat. They rustled up a plan for a bagel delivery business. Every Sunday morning, customers would receive bagels, cream cheese, lox, and a New York Times. They'd call it UBS, United Bagel Service. Except they didn't have enough money to buy bagel making equipment. Foiled. What do ghosts put on their bagels? Scream cheese! But Ben and Jerry didn't give up. They loved ice cream too, so they read a book about how to make it. Good news! Ice cream was cheaper to make than bagels. Sweet! Next, they whipped up a list of places to open a shop. Since students loved ice cream, they searched for college towns. Burlington, Vermont had 4 colleges and 0 ice cream shops. Perfect! They rented an abandoned gas station. The roof leaked, ice coated the floor, and the toilets were broken. So they patched the roof, fixed the heat, and called a plumber. But they didn't have enough money to pay the plumber. Then Jerry had a brilliant idea. Offer the plumber membership to the Ice Cream for Life Club as payment. Ben pointed out that there wasn't an Ice Cream for Life Club, so they started one. The plumber happily joined. Do you want to be a member of the Ice Cream for Life Club? Me too. Next, they had to solve a bigger problem: how to actually make ice cream. Teamwork was the answer. Jerry the scientist experimented with cream, milk, sugar, and eggs for the ice cream base. Ben, the artist, crafted clever combinations of chocolate, caramel, and cookies. How do you make a milkshake? Give a cow a pogo stick. After a few failures and lots of taste testing, they created a formula for the kind of ice cream they wanted. Rich, creamy, and chewy. Seems like a yummy job, doesn't it? Finally, on May 5th, 1978, the doors of Ben and Jerry Homemade Ice Cream Shop opened, and people came. Lots of people. There were still some bumps in the road ahead. Why did the ice cream truck break down? Because of the rocky road. For example, how could they make lots and lots of coffee toffee bar crunch if they had to cut the toffee bars one by one? chop, chop, chop. It took forever to get through a 20-pound box. Frustrated, Jerry hurled a box to the ground. Smash! The bars broke into just the right size pieces. From then on, they climbed a 6-foot ladder and flung the boxes to the floor. Don't try this at home. And still more challenges churned their way, like how to make their flavors stand out. There were already so many kinds of ice cream for sale. What if they dreamed up fabulous flavors with cool names like Chunky Monkey, Fish Food, and Dastardly Mash? They welcomed customers' ideas too. An anonymous postcard arrived suggesting Cherry Garcia, named after a popular musician, Jerry Garcia. The cherry ice cream with fudge flakes quickly became a hit. Some flavors flopped though, like sugar plum, a mix of plum and caramel ice cream, or au pair ice cream with almond and fudge, and peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter ice cream with strawberry jelly swirl. But by now, Ben and Jerry knew how to face failure. First and foremost, stir up a silly solution. And so to honor and remember dearly departed flavors, they opened the Flavor Graveyard. Epitaph, commemorate Divinity, Fossil Fuel for Monty Python, and many more. But just then, when they thought everything was chill, why couldn't the skeleton go to the graveyard? She had nobody to go with. Along came the ice cream war. Pillsbury, a big food company, threatened to remove ice cream from stores that sold Ben and Jerry's. The stores panicked and refused to stock their shelves with Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Ben and Jerry's was blocked. Once again, it was time to get creative and get a little help from their friends. Their SOS message appeared everywhere. Buses? What's the doughboy afraid of? Plane banners, billboards, and bumper stickers. Thousands of loyal customers protested the blockade. They called and wrote letters to the Federal Trade Commission. Finally, Pillsbury's backed down, and Ben and Jerry returned to selling their ice cream throughout New England. By 1987, ice cream lovers could find Ben and Jerry's ice cream in stores all over the United States. But Ben and Jerry wanted to do more. They'd grown up during the 1960s, a time of turmoil and change, as people marched in the streets demanding civil rights and for an end to war. These causes mattered to Ben and Jerry, and they believed they could use ice cream to help make the world a better place. Why not start with their employees? They paid them well. They invited them to bring their dogs to work. And every day, workers took home free ice cream. Next came the factory and its effect on the environment. Bleaching paper for ice cream packaging releases chlorine, a harmful chemical, into the water supplies. So Ben and Jerry invented a carton that doesn't do that. They also looked for other ways to make ice cream that doesn't hurt the planet, like reducing waste and using solar panels for electricity. But they wanted to think even bigger. They decided to donate profits to causes they cared about. Playful ice cream flavors that would spread the word. Save Our Swirl to promote awareness of climate change. Imagine World Peace to demand an end to war. I Do to support same-sex marriage. And Empowerment to call attention to the unfairness of the growing gap between rich and poor. Finally, they formed the Ben and Jerry's Foundation to support social and environmental justice around the country. More than 20 years later, the foundation is still going strong. So next time you enjoy a cone of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, you'll know that it's made from a lot more than cream and sugar, and that one lick at a time, you too can make the dream of making the world a better place. Now that's sweet.